Hello, everyone. I'm Chicago psychic medium Mel Dorr, an intuitive consultant, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I wanted to get a video up before the debate, and I'm thinking about, in fact, putting up a video every Monday evening and every Friday evening. There's a lot of speculation about the debate between Biden and Cheeto Head. And who's going to win. I did some meditation on it, and I did some automatic writing on it, and I talked to my guides. And I predict, my guides tell me that Biden will win, but Trump will try to make assertions that are wildly untrue. He'll attempt to make Biden angry, in fact. But I see that Biden will stick to the facts. I don't think he'll take a defensive role. And I predict that Biden will win with the facts. I think he'll keep reminding everyone that there's over 200,000 Americans dead because of COVID. And Trump admitted in the tapes to Woodward that he knew it was airborne, but didn't do anything about it. Of course, you know, as it goes with Donald, he has everybody rewrite history. Even if he loses the debate, he's going to say that he won, and he's going to say the reports are fake news, it's not true. He's going to say it's the best debate he was ever in. He was the best. Of course, Donald always thinks he's the best. You know, his mirror doesn't work the same way that mine does. If I had his face on my behind, I wouldn't be afraid to back in a hornet's nest. I just don't see how his mirror works, or his moral compass. Oh, excuse me, he doesn't have one. Anyway, I'm trying not to say so much, so bear with me. Trump always thinks everything he's done is the best. But ever notice when he loses how he always says that the opposition cheated, that it was rigged, that it wasn't real? The same as when they came out with the information about his income tax. Didn't that catch your hair on fire? I mean, it didn't take us psychics to figure out that he was not telling the truth about that. You know, I just got new hearing aids, and when I heard that he paid $750 in income tax for that 1 year, I thought my hearing aids had short-circuited. I said to my husband, did they say $750 or $750,000? No, $750. I find it amazing that in this country we have two different sets of income tax laws. One for the working class, and you know, we have to report our income, we have to pay our taxes. The other for people like Cheeto Head. They say they make this much, they put it on a tax return. Government doesn't check. Of course, they are prone to audit, but and now the biggest one is Donald Trump is now lambasting the IRS. I don't think you want to do that if you're supposedly under investigation. My guides tell me that they're going to find criminal stuff he's pulled and monies he's appropriated to his family. They didn't file that for income. How he's misappropriated funds from his charities. How he's falsely inflated his businesses to get loans. That's bank fraud, by the way. And then ultimately how he lied to say that they weren't making any money. I understand that of all of his properties, most of them are losing money. And he's got all these debts to all these banks coming due. Well, if he wins the presidency, which he will not, he can find a way to cheat the banks on that too. You know, we had predicted that there would be some explosive information coming out close to the election. You know, with Cohen's book, Trump's niece's book, now this, Oh, there's going to be more goodies coming out, folks. Lots of it. I still think Trump's got something up his sleeve to try to say Biden did something, but it's not going to carry any water at all. So it'll be interesting to watch the debate tomorrow night. It's funny how Donald always tells us he's going to do something before he does it. We just have to listen to what he's saying. You know, he's publicly admitted to stacking the Supreme Court. And wasn't that just the ultimate act of hypocrisy on Mitch McConnell's part and Lindsey Graham's part when in 2016 they would not allow the hearing of Merrick Garland to come before the court, before the Senate, I'm sorry, because it was an election year. And now, well, because both parties, the Republicans have a president and they control the Senate, now it's okay. Wrong. We had predicted they would try to ramrod someone through, and they have. Amy Coney Barrett. But I think the reason they're trying to ramrod somebody through is because, I predict this, my guides tell me, is because if Trump contests the election, and I predict that he will, I had this vision where the Secret Service was just telling him, sir, you have to leave the White House, and escorting him out. I hope that's right. I'll pee my pants with joy when I see that one. Of course, at my age, every time I sneeze, I pee my pants anyway, so what difference does it make? Anyway, as I said, I'm feeling better. My sense of humor is coming back. Amy Coney Barrett, huh? I think he's stacking the court. Number one, I think the rush to ramrod somebody through is because Moscow Mitch is doo-dooing in his pants because he's so fearful that Trump's going to lose the election. And if they do, then, you know, they don't get to put their own Supreme Court justice nominee in there. The other thing I think they're doing is trying to stack the court, as I said, because if Trump says the election's rigged, he doesn't concede the election, and he takes it to the Supreme Court, he thinks that those justices will rule in his favor. Well, there's a saying in the South where I come from, Donald. Think in one hand and urinate in the other one and see which one fills up the fastest. The other thing I think he's trying to do is have the swing states and red states put electors in the electoral college that are friendly to Trump, because the members of the electoral college do not have to vote in compliance or in alignment with the popular vote. So it's quite possible to win a popular vote, but when the electors cast their ballots, they don't have to follow the popular vote. And I think Cheeto Head is going to try to mess with that. So those are the reasons that he's trying to stack the court. Well, karma, K-A-R-M-A. Nobody can quite predict how those justices are going to rule. Remember that the gay rights thing that came out, I think it was about a month or two ago in the court, and it was ruled, I think, 7-2, even conservative justices saying that you can't discriminate against gay people in the workplace. I think the only two dissenting one was Kavanaugh, and I forget who else was. So you can't always predict how those justices are going to vote. I do think that Moscow Mitch has the votes to ramrod through Amy Coney Barrett. I still think there might be 2 or 3 Republicans that won't be for that. Hopefully, if she does get nominated, that she'll recuse herself from anything to do with Obamacare. I think that Obamacare, I still see us being able to keep our healthcare insurance, and I still see us being able to not have to worry about pre-existing conditions. So no matter what the Supreme Court votes on this time, if they vote against Obamacare at some point when the Democrats are in, it'll be reinstated. In fact, I think once the Democrats take over the Senate, they'll keep the House. Then I'm seeing that they're going to add more Supreme Court justices. I'm seeing Kavanaugh being brought in front of the Senate to testify for lying to Congress. We'll see how well he does on that one. And furthermore, I'm seeing Mitch McConnell under investigation, Department of Justice. Goodbye, William Barr. He'll be gone. Anyway, McConnell will be investigated because when he withheld that nomination of Merrick Garland for 10 months, that was unconstitutional. So I'm just wondering if it's unconstitutional, what happens then when Gorsuch was nominated and put through. So at any rate, I'm seeing more justices on the Supreme Court, a balanced Supreme Court, and I'm seeing that there's going to be Supreme Court reform. Number one, can they pick a Supreme Court justice during an election year? If they can, how close to the election can it be? Number two, term limits for justices, that they could serve 12 years maybe. We'll see that coming about. Three, the number of judges on the Supreme Court. And four, it'll be illegal to stack the court. So I see a lot more of legislation coming for that. So my feeling is that if Trump takes this election to the Supreme Court, that they will not rule in his favor, and he's not going to be able to overturn mail-in ballots. As my friend Beverly said, buckle up, it'll be a wild ride. I'd like to say hello to Linda Grindel. She and I will be doing a show within the next week or two. I'm going to be on her YouTube channel. Love doing shows with her. And I understand that they're having wildfires near her. In fact, I watched her last video. I watch all of them. And you could actually hear the sirens going off in the background. So everybody please send protection energy to Linda and also healing energy to her cousin. At any rate, as I said, I'm going to post videos probably on Monday evenings and Friday evenings. So thank you for your support. And until Friday, namaste.